Waratah is an Australian-endemic genus of 5 species of large shrubs or small trees, native to the southeastern parts of Australia. The most well-known species in this genus is Telopea speciosissima, which has bright red flowers, and is the NSW state emblem. The Waratah is a member of the plant family Proteaceae, a family of flowering plants distributed in the Southern Hemisphere. The key diagnostic feature of Proteaceae is the inflorescence, which is often very large, brightly colored and showy, consisting of many small flowers densely packed into a compact head or spike. Species of Waratah boast such inflorescences ranging from 6A circumflex 15 cm in diameter with a basal ring of colored bracts. The leaves are spirally arranged, 10A circumflex 20 cm long and 2A circumflex 3 cm broad with entire or serrated margins. The name Waratah comes from the Eora Aboriginal people, the original inhabitants of the Sydney area. The genus Telopea belongs to the plant family Proteaceae. Within the Proteaceae, their closest relatives appear to be the genera Loxylon, Aureoculus, and Embothrium, a group of generally terminal red flowering plants that skirt the southern edges of the Pacific Rim. Together they make up the subtribe Embothriinae. The genus was first described by Robert Brown in 1810 from the type species Telopea speciosissima. There are 5 species of plant within the genus, all of which readily hybridize in cultivation. There are 2 main branches, with one being the species pair of T. speciosissima and T. aspera, with the other lineage giving rise to T. truncata first, then T. orydes and T. mongensis. The speciosissima aspera lineage has 2 synapomorphies distinguishing common characteristics presumed not present in ancestors lives with toothed margins and large red involucral bracts. The truncata orydes mongensis lineage has flowers that open from the center to the edge of the inflorescence, rather than the reverse, which is a feature of the speciosissima aspera clade and more distant relatives. Species grow as either large shrubs or small trees with spirally arranged leaves with either entire or serrated margins. They prefer sandy loam soils and are a pyrogenic flowering species, meaning that they rely on post-fire flowering followed by production and dispersal of non-dormant seeds to take advantage of favorable growing conditions in the altered environment following a fire. The natural distributions of the 5 species of Telopea are all confined to East Coast regions from northern New South Wales to Tasmania. Each of the species has its own distinctive natural distribution with minimal or no overlap. Climatic changes may have restricted the expansion of species distribution, or led to its isolation in a particular region. However, Waratahs can also grow outside of these natural distribution areas. Cultivation mostly occurs north of Sydney, and in the Dandenong Ranges, Victoria. T. speciosissima has also been grown successfully in areas not on the map. In Australia, these areas include southwest Western Australia, the Queensland coast and also Toowoomba. Overseas New Zealand, the USA, South Africa and Israel are all also able to grow Waratah with varying degrees of success. It was introduced to England in 1789, but cannot survive English winters out of doors except in the southwest coastal regions, and it rarely flowers in glass houses. For some time the Waratah has had a reputation as a difficult plant. It has a complex culture, and for many years there have been cases of people trying to establish the plant, only to have the attempt fail. Failures can usually be attributed to the effects of unsuitable soil conditions, aspect or climate. The Waratah is also a slow plant to mature with a flowering period that is short, unpredictable, and unreliable. Early issues with cultivation meant that approximately 90% of all Waratahs sold at Sydney West Flemington markets in the early 90s were bush-picked. Some progress has been made in the 20 years since then, with several cultivars being commercially grown mostly in areas to the north and south of Sydney, and in the Dandenong Ranges in Victoria. Issues with cultivation are still present, however.